Minasan konnichiwa and welcome to Let's Ask Shogo. So about an year ago, I finally revealed to you guys that I'm actually suffering from a sickness for about 7-8 years now, and it's a sickness called the Raynaud syndrome. Back at that time, to be honest, I was really afraid what kind of responses I would get from you, but I was really happy to know that a lot of people were worried about me, gave me a lot of advice on how to make it better, and also I was really happy that a lot of people actually found out about my channel because of the video I made about my sickness. A lot of people told me that the information I provided in the previous video about how I'm trying to fight the sickness was actually useful, so I was very glad that you gave me a lot of more comments and DMs. So I thought if there's anyone who thinks that my videos or information I provide about my sickness too is informative, I thought I should talk about my sickness at least maybe once every year. So today in this video, I'd like to first of all show you how my fingers are doing this year. They actually are not in a very good situation. And also I would like to talk about the new cures that I've tried out. So I really hope this will be informative for you. If you are suffering from the Raynaud sickness or Raynaud syndrome, I really hope this information is informative and useful for you. And for those of you who've been worried about me, how are your hands doing and so on and so forth, I really hope this video will be something that explains to you about my situation. So then, let's start taking a look at my fingers. I have another camera here. So this is my left hand. My left hand is rather better, but you can see that there are some spots here on my index finger and my middle finger here where there used to be some rotten spots that have rotted away recently. So there are holes there, you can see. This finger here, as you can see, it's completely swollen. Basically, there are two rotten spots on this side and on the other side, and it's actually taking away the meat on my nails. And on my pinky too, you can see it got a little bit dry and there's some small holes here as well. This is a small hole on my pinky, and my skin is badly damaged as well. And this is my right hand, which is not doing very good either. You might have seen a glance of it already. Yes, if you can take a look on this side. This is probably the worst one I have right now for this year, or this might actually be the worst one ever since I've got this sickness for about 7-8 years now. As you can see, there's completely this black spot here that is rotten. Same here on my pinky. And what's terrible about these two spots is that it actually stops my fingers from stretching. It's actually kind of stopped here, so I can't stretch my pinky anymore from here. So basically this does prevent me from doing a lot of things, like properly holding on to a katana or doing tea ceremony training and such. So I haven't been able to go to my training again this year too. If you can compare it with my left hand's pinky, you can see that my right hand pinky is completely swollen and it's huge. It's almost like my index finger, but this is actually my pinky here. So you can see that this has caused a lot of swollenness. You can see like twice the size of this pinky over here. So yes, and it constantly hurts, by the way. It constantly is in pain, all of my fingers. These three here are probably the worst ones. And the very sad fact that my fingers have worsened this much is actually me trying out a new hospital this year. So as I explained in my video last year, I've actually been to a couple of hospitals before, and even the big hospitals told me that I checked my blood, I did x-rays and everything. I literally did all of the tests and I was healthy. So the big hospital once told me that there's really nothing we can do for you, so please go home. And I tried out a lot of other hospitals and they gave me medicine that doesn't work at all. And this year, I thought I should try something new because I absolutely wanted to try to, obviously, fix this problem, right? But when I actually did, they gave me a few types of medicine which actually made my fingers worse. Because it wasn't even that cold yet. It was actually in the beginning of October when I head over to that hospital and I started drinking those medicine for about a week and a half, and this is what happened. And ever since I stopped drinking the medicine, my fingers have not gotten worse. Basically, only these spots that I just shown you were all created during the time I was drinking those medicine. And as you guys have given me a lot of advice, and as far as I've been doing some research on the internet, the hospital that I went to did not give me any of the medicine that is recommended for the Raynaud syndrome, and I have no clue why they won't give me the medicine that I need. That's even written on the internet. A person like me who has no medical knowledge can look up and find they never subscribe these medicines to me, no matter how many times I go. So I just really have no clue why they don't give me the right medicine. Maybe it's really strong, maybe it's not suiting my body. I have no clue. They never explained me properly before. Maybe they just want to sell more different types of medicine to me. I don't know, but anyways, as a conclusion, 100% is absolutely the medicine's fault because I went to the hospital at the time when it wasn't even cold yet to prepare for this winter. And then when it wasn't cold yet, this is what the results were. So I quit drinking the medicine immediately, and there are a few types of medicine that I've done some research myself and tried to obtain, but basically I've decided to try to fix this as much as possible without using medicine because eventually it will have some kind of side effects. It will start to lose its main effects in the first place. And of course, I really felt that drinking medicine for about a week and a half really made my mind really blurry, and I really couldn't focus on my business and all the stuff that I usually do. So the cures I'm going to be introducing to you now are actually nothing related to any medicine, but I hope it is informative and useful for you guys. So I have the list of cures that I tried to do to make my symptoms a little bit better. But basically for the Raynaud syndrome, what you have to do is just simply 3 things. Number 1 is try to make your blood flow better. Number 2 is try to make the quality of your blood better, and also trying to make your veins bigger and wider, basically. So these are the 3 things that you can do. So this year I have been doing 5 things. Number 1 is actually going to the dentist. Now, no one has any clue the reason why I got this sickness, but I've been reading a lot of blogs and videos of people who have this, and some of the people explained that when they actually went to a dentist and fixed their teeth, their symptoms got a little bit better. So I actually believed that. And last year too, I was doing this. But once I actually did fix some minor, cavities and such inside my mouth, my symptoms did actually get a little bit better. So this year too, I already went to the dentist. They already checked it up, no cavities, everything is clean. I also did some extra cleaning to make my teeth better. Hopefully this also affects on my situation too. Second is a supplement called niacin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly in English, but there's a supplement that I'm taking. This is the actual one that I am taking right now. This is probably produced in the US. It's called niacin flash. Many people do it for more beautiful skin or for health and such. But basically, if you drink 2 capsules of these or 3 capsules of these at once, your blood starts to run really rapidly and your face turns completely red. Some people were saying that this works for the Raynaud syndrome too. And this absolutely has been working for me. I've been drinking this since last year actually, and this is probably the best cure I've ever had so far. I usually take 2 of this per 2 days. Yeah, so every other day I take 2 of these. And number 3 is another kind of supplement. It is this one. This is one that I can actually buy in Japan too. But as you can see, it has EPA, DHA, and I really do not know too much about all of these stuff. I'm not a doctor or anything, but basically this is a supplement that I'm taking to try to make the quality of my blood better. Basically smoother, I guess. So if you eat too much fat, if you have too much oil in your blood, the quality of your blood will get very bad, right? So this actually helps your blood to flow a little bit better. And I take 4 of these per day. And of course, because it's only been about probably a week or so since I started drinking this, I'm not too sure of how much this will affect my health. Hopefully, this will be a good cure for me too. And number 4 is surprisingly going to an onsen. So there are quite a lot of onsen facilities in Kyoto too. And I've recently been going to onsen facilities 2 times a week. So unlike just the public baths, the real onsens with the natural hot springs actually does have a lot of effects for, again, making your blood, the quality of your blood better, making it stream better and such. And again, this is something I don't know if it has an actual effect or not. It's something that I need to continue doing to make my body better. But whenever I do feel that core of my body is feeling really cold, I do go to onsen and it does make it a lot better. And I really feel that the effects will last for about 2 or 3 days actually, even though the day that I go, when I actually do go, is only about 20 minutes that I stay inside a hot spring. So the effects I really feel that do last very long. I really hope that this does work. And finally, the 5th cure that I'm doing is actually really surprising. I'm pretty sure none of you have ever heard heard of this before. If you have, please let me know in the comments, but it's something called the oxygen room. So I have a short clip of me actually being in the oxygen room. You can see that it's a small room, it's completely concealed, and basically inside the room, they heighten the atmospheric pressure inside the room, and they also add extra oxygen inside the room too. So it helps your blood, of course it does, and it also helps all of your body functions to work better. And I try to go this twice a week as well. Right now, personally, I really feel that this oxygen room is actually working the best for me. Every time I go and come back, I really feel the next, maybe even for a whole week, I feel that my body and my fingers getting cold and such are a lot better. Actually, just a while ago before I started filming this video, I did go to the oxygen room right before this filming, and my fingers actually look a lot better. So that's a good thing to show you guys. My fingers would have been looking a lot worse. My hand, the colors seem a little bit nicer. I've been doing this oxygen room probably for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and I've actually been going to a lot of places for video filming. I was in Tokyo for a while. I was actually outside to do video filming for about 7 hours, I think, but I didn't feel any coldness in my fingers, for example, because just a few days ago I went to the oxygen room and it made my body a lot better. So right now, I think the biggest hope I have might be the oxygen room. It is very, very expensive though. Every 2 hours it does take almost about $50, 50 US dollars around there-ish. So it is pretty expensive, but I really feel it's worth it. I mean, again, medicine didn't work for me. I have kind of like a trauma now to take medicine because it really damaged my hands a lot. So I'd like to try these 5 things this year and see how it will work after all of these fingers recover and see if it doesn't get any worse or not. It's gonna get even colder from here. I'm actually recording this at the end of November, but of course going into December, January, February is gonna get even colder and worse. So I'll see if these 5 things actually have any good effects or not. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. So although my fingers are in a very terrible situation, I have a lot of things I want to do in 2023. Next year is going to be so exciting. I'll show you a few clips of the things I'm doing right now, but I will be reporting to you with a full video of all the exciting things that are going to be coming up next year. I cannot be losing to this sickness. I have no time to waste because of this, this disease that I have, this sickness that I have. So I am not going to be giving up, guys. That's one thing I want to make it very clear to you. I'm not going to be giving up and saying, oh, this is incurable, I can't fix it. No, I believe that someday I'll be able to cure this and I'll be able to train all year round with Iaido or tea ceremony or the fluid and so on and so forth. I have not given up at all. So I really, really hope you can continue to cheer me on. I really do want to make more videos, but whenever I do the editing, of course I need to hit the keyboards. You can see my fingers don't move at all from here. It hurts a lot, whenever I'm doing the video filming. It's hard to hold on to the camera and all that kind of stuff, but nothing is going to stop me at all. And I'm going to be doing everything I can to try to fix it. So I really, really hope you can continue to cheer me on and support me. And by the way, guys, before I go, it'd be great if you can check out the description box. I have a lot of new stuff there. If you'd like to see me in Kyoto, I started working as an official interpreter at Yushinkan Samurai Experience. You can make a reservation through the Airbnb experience page. And also the limited edition merchandise that is sold to the end of 2022 is sold on my Suzuki page. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please check that out too. And I'll see you next year about the same topic, and hopefully in 2023, my fingers and my situations have improved a lot. Please wish me the best of luck. 皆さんどうもありがとうございました。